ever seen those special TV shows or movies? You know the ones that are so wonderfully unintentionally bad and bring you so much joy and captivate you, but for all the wrong reasons.
Well, buckle up, Busters, because we here at B-Watch Rewatch absolutely live for these underdog gems. And now more than ever, it's important to take a break from the hard stuff. Come join your fellow B-Watchers as we escape from the chaos of life in our hilariously unhinged community.
So please, allow us,
Colin
and Cadence, a sibling duo that shares a passion for such cinematic excellence, to take you on a wild ride through all the TV shows and movie plots you never knew you needed to hear.
Hi, everybody. It's Colin.
Hi, it's Cadence.
We're back, even though it doesn't seem like we left, but we're back.
Yeah, where are you going with that one?
Well, I was saying we released all these good episodes, and then I took a little break. I went on such adventures. Well, Cadence
we were
and I
only gone for a week, though.
I know, realistically.
Technically. We were really on top of it before Colin left, so we had enough to release, and then last week our lives kind of got ahead of us.
That's what I mean. Yes, we were so good, and we recorded so much. We actually were on time, had a schedule, but then, we both took breaks for personal life. But I went on a really fun little adventure to Antarctica. And unfortunately, there's no Wi-Fi down there. I couldn't record any episodes.
Surprise, surprise.
It was a 2-week...
Antarctica is not the land of podcasts.
I did. I was brought all my equipment. No, I didn't. Definitely not. They had baggage restrictions, but it was so fun. 2 weeks, National Geographic, saw all the wildlife, saw all the whales, cried. Magical experience, but definitely another world. Today, I'm so excited because I love Christmas and Cadence is such a little Grinch. She hates it. But I convinced her to do a movie that's really special to me.
I love bad Christmas movies. I might be a Grinch, but I'm only human.
I mean, B-Watch Rewatch really thrives during the Christmas season because Christmas movies...
So much material.
So much material, and we just it wouldn't be the same if we didn't do this little special one that's close to my heart. And you had never seen it.
Last year... Remember, we did Santa Girl, which we adore.
I secretly kind of love Santa Girl. And
you do. There's not a secret about it. You were very verbal about
I'm very open about
how cute Sam was and how cute the girl was.
The girl was cute. I love Sam's bob. I thought Sam's bob was cute. But yes, Santa Girl I secretly love. Not secretly, openly love it. But then we did Holiday
Inn. Tooth Fairy who hovers 2 inches over the ground.
His wings don't make any sense. And then Jack Frost, the scariest Jack Frost of all time.
Scariest nightmare human.
Nightmare human. But then we did also Holiday in Handcuffs with a friend, and that was so fun.
Oh, that's right. Mandy came.
But anyway, this one we're going to do... So what we're going to do is... This is going to be kind of like a little mini-sode because we're going to do a special 3-part series. They're all going to be mini-sodes. But we're doing...
as many as we're capable of making.
Actually, I want to make it 6-part series if I had my choice, but
I would do a whole season on these.
I know, me too, because there's a lot of material. It's called A Christmas Prince, and some of you may know it because it definitely got some reviews as being really, really, really good. And I think Netflix, once they released it, even they dogged on it.
They were like, what have we done?
What have we done? And it is so bizarre. So we're really excited to bring you A Christmas Prince.
I had not seen this before. Colin is obsessed with it. He's been talking about it for 2 years. I have not laid eyes on it.
It came out in 2017. It's been out for a long time.
Actually, I do vaguely remember before the times of COVID. Remember me and the kids came to stay with you and go to the Christmas Charles Dickens Festival?
Yes, I love it.
We did a bunch of hair that night. I did a bunch of haircuts and colors while A Christmas Prince was on. So I vaguely remember it, but I definitely wasn't in a position where I could pay close attention to what was happening. And I am so glad that I had nothing to do but pay attention to this.
You have to pay attention. It's a really intricate storyline. Lots of politics and aristocratic monarchy stuff. That's very complicated.
Come on, a thronal interim period?
Oh, we've got wolves, horses, cabins, overthrowing the throne. It's great.
Acorns, poems, secret drawers in desks. It's a whole thing.
It's so good. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into A Christmas Prince. Okay, I know I said we were starting. We were getting to Christmas Prince, but real quick, before we really get there, I want you guys to know that me and a couple friends a couple years ago created like a little Christmas drinking game because we love
Like
our
a Christmas
wine.
movie drinking game.
Christmas movie drinking game, yes.
Colin's regular drinking game is just Christmas.
It's just for Christmas. Christmas in general, I drink all the time. But this movie has all of it. So like some of the ones were like, there's always a sassy grandma. Whenever someone slips on ice, there's always a sassy gay friend or a sassy friend of color that's always in the background. There's just so many good things, okay? And this movie has them all. So if you want to get into this drinking game, just let me know. I'll give you the rules, and you can play along with us if you ever decide to watch this beautiful movie. All right, we start off New York City. Our main character is Amber Moore. And guess where she works? I'll give you $100 to guess where she works. Where everybody in every Christmas movie works. It's either a marketing... Any romantic comedy. Either a marketing, writing, or like advertising agency. So that's where she is. It's like a magazine, basically. And she's a writer. And she's just really passionate about what she does. Walking up to people left and right. Like, you need to get me this. This is wrong. Blah, blah, blah.
She's an editor. She wants to write copy and she wants to write the stories. But right now, they're just making her edit down other people's stories. But really... So, for example, in the first scene, this guy, one of the writers, who's like such a snob, of course, because he's like
a snob.
a high-class writer for like this stupid magazine. Anyway, he's like, here's my article. She's like, this has 600 words. And he's like, I don't know what the problem is. And she's like, it's only supposed to be 350. He's like, well, then fix it. She's like, that's a total rewrite. And he's like, not my problem. I'm like, no, buddy.
Cadence, you don't know the competitive writing copy. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there.
You're a writer because you want your words heard. Like, why would you ask some random chick to rewrite?
And then he like
600
criticizes
words?
her. He's like, "You're like nothing, but rewrite my whole thing." And she's like,
I know he's not even trying to like butter her up.
I
like,
know.
Hey, I know you get paid peanuts, and I know this is gonna be really hard
get out
for
of my
you.
face.
But no, they like the hierarchy in this magazine world is
It's
wild.
wild. So instantly she's like, I'm so annoyed. And she goes down. And who's there to comfort her in her time of need? Of course.
Obviously her two friends.
Her two
one
friends.
Is black.
One is a black
and-
female and one is a gay white male. And they are
Classic.
sassy.
No,
and...
he's not white. He's
Oh.
Latina.
Oh,
Latino. Latinx. Sorry.
And
Got real
they are
excited.
both just sassy, and their lives are to just be hers. That's all. They have no lives. They have no subplots. They're just there to support her. In
All
anything.
they do is facilitate her as a human in any way they can.
Which is every romantic comedy ever. So anyway, she's there just bitching about what she has to do, and her friends are like, girl, you're crazy. Just the most stereotypical talk. And then she gets called into the big office, and you know that she's in the bigwoods office because it's all concrete, and this woman is wearing stilettos.
And a glass desk.
And a glass desk, so you know she's high up there.
And can I just say, this boss's name is Max, and that's how you know she's a real hard ass, because it's a woman named Max.
Oh, yeah.
Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
I thought the
She
concrete
means
office.
business.
I thought the concrete office and the glass table meant business. So Amber walks in. She's like, "Oh my gosh, Max wants to talk to me. What's going on?" And I love Max too because she kind of has like a kind of Brooklyn accent, but kind of not. Like,
Oh, just
it's
wait till we
kind
get to freaking Amber's dad's accent.
Oh yes, I've got so many comments on that. So she gets called in, and basically Amber Moore, her boss Max, she's like,
So, what do you know about the royal family of Aldovia?
Aldovia. Wait, the king died last year, and the prince who's supposed to take over is a total flake.
Flake, international playboy, and scandalous socialite.
"Bingo."
And it's like the teeniest, tiniest country in the world. And somehow our girl Amber just happens to have an encyclopedic knowledge of Aldovia.
Well, you know why she does?
And their political crisis.
And their political crisis, their monarchy crisis, I think. But you know why? Because
Why?
the Prince of Aldovia is an international playboy in all the magazines.
Oh, right. Because she's like, oh, that guy who's like constantly gallivanting around.
And I love that they're going, she holds up a magazine and she's like, yeah, this one. And it's like a TMZ magazine with the prince on the cover. So she's like, well, why did you choose me? And she's like, because you're passionate, bitch. You're doing it.
And then she's like, but why really did you choose me? And she's like,
You're talented, hungry, smart. And none of my regular writers can go this week.
I I know. It's like, just leave her with the empowered speech. And she's like, oh, okay, well, that's kind of rude.
That was my favorite part.
You know, sorry, yeah, you're actually not ambitious. I just don't have anybody else to do it. So she sends her off to Aldovia, and she takes it because this is her chance to prove herself as a writer.
Yeah, I just want to throw in as a tribute to the two friends. She goes back to her desk and she's like, oh, she's sending me to Aldovia to cover this, Playboy prince and the succession crisis of the throne. And they're like Googling him. And the one best friend's like, oh, he's my type. And Amber says, as foreshadowing, he's not my type. And the gay best friend goes,
honey, he's everyone's type.
I know. Thank you for bringing that up because I loved it. It's just the most stereotypical conversation, robotic, just the worst conversations.
And you know she's bringing up that he's not her type, that they're obviously going to end up together.
Cadence, she doesn't care about looks or sex or relationships. She only cares about writing. That's her MO, okay? And also the links that they're looking up on Google are, who made these for a movie? They're just the saddest photoshopped pictures of him like on a beach in a hoodie. And then there's like some generic Getty Images model next to it. And it's like dating models. And it's just really ridiculous.
Prince Richard, what a playboy.
What a scandalous playboy. But there's no bad pictures or articles. It's just the same thing over and over. So yes, she's just not interested in him, but she's got to get this story and she takes it. But before she goes to Aldovia,
I was just going to say, do not skip over her
we're not
dad's
skipping
shop.
over her dad's shop. She has to go visit her dad in his steakhouse, but that's actually a Mexican restaurant.
Coffee shop.
Slash coffee
shop.
Because
That's what confused me, because you get there and it's like he's giving her like Danishes and coffee, but then later they're all like, you're known for your hamburgers. And I'm like, oh,
but then when she walks in the background, it says Mexican food. So they're all over the place.
totally
She
missed
walks
that.
in the restaurant. There's a big sign that says Mexican food. On the front, it
He's
says
a jack of all
steakhouse,
trades.
but it's also hamburger coffee shop. So she goes, and her dad, bless his heart, he was acting, but his accent is bizarre.
He's trying so hard to sound like a legit New Yorker, and it's not.
He's like, yeah, but more, what are you doing here? And she's like,
You gotta follow your heart.
got to follow your heart. And that's when we learned that her mom passed away a little while ago. And her
Oh,
dad's just
Kiva.
struggling so hard to keep that coffee shop, steakhouse, Mexican food restaurant afloat.
This is my absolute favorite thing that happens in the entire movie happens right here. Do you know what it is?
No, what happened?
Dad says, I can't even say it. He goes, I was thinking about doing something different this year for Christmas. And instead of making our regular Christmas corn dogs,
Well, he is a jack of all trades. Christmas
we
corn
can make
dogs.
chili instead. And I literally stopped it, rewound it, and then I turned on the subtitles because I'm like, there's no way he's saying Christmas corn dogs. But he was.
Instead of doing our regular corn dogs, I was thinking maybe I'll make a big batch of my famous 5-alarm chili.
They need to pick a role for him and go with it. Is he good at hamburgers, corn dogs, chili? It doesn't make any sense.
Just your classic Christmas corn dog meal.
I don't know how I missed that. I totally missed that.
I thought for sure you were going to bring it up. I
totally missed that. She's like,
died.
okay, Dad, well, if I'm back from Aldovia, we'll have our Christmas chili, I guess. Our favorite tradition. Oh, bless his heart, sweet angel. So, she leaves her dad, and it's to prove, that you get the idea. Her mom's gone. Her dad's struggling. She's hungry for writing. Aldovia is really beautiful. The town that they picked is maybe 200 little buildings in the snow-covered Wonderland.
It's Harry Potter land.
It is Harry Potter land at Disneyland. And she's in the car on the way, and there's all this press people next to her, and there's this guy like, is it your first time in Aldovia? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, get ready for the shit show. No, he doesn't say shit show.
Everyone's shit-talking the prince. They're like, he is such a slut. He's with new girls all the time. They're obsessed with his sex life. It's bizarre.
Weird.
And they all want to slut shame him.
Because
It's
everybody
bizarre.
in the world is wanting to know if he's going to take over the throne, okay? Oh, we left out a major part when she talks about the succession of the throne.
Right.
But we kind of touched on it.
Yeah, so essentially the short version is that when someone who is in the position of king in the throne dies, there's only a year interim period that nobody can be there. And then the next person in the bloodline has to succeed to the throne. And this guy, Prince Richard, he doesn't have any interest in doing it. So they're like, who's it going to be?
They're all wondering,
that's the question.
who's it going to be?
Everyone's looking at each other like, who's going to be? Who's going to be?
It's not Prince Richard. He's an international playboy. He's with a new model every week. It's not going to be him. So she gets there and, well, actually, prior to driving with the press, she tries to get a taxi first thing out of the airport. And Prince Richard, you don't know it's him yet.
Yeah, he has a really gross beard.
He has a gross beard and a hoodie. And he bumps her out of the way. And he's like, excuse me, I need this taxi. And he gets in. And she's like, how rude, Aldovians.
You selfish jerk.
So then she's all with the press. They go. Everyone's dying to know who it's going to be, right? But then the queen comes out. And I would like to also set the stage that she goes to the castle, the Aldovian castle, which is definitely like a motel, maybe in Tahoe.
Like a themed medieval hotel.
Like a themed medieval hotel. It's really, really classy. And so the queen comes out and she's like, sorry guys, calling off the press conference. No one's here.
I mean, if there's one thing I know that queens have time for, it is canceling press conferences in person.
In person. And a tiny little room. There's 3 people there, but they keep using the same 3 people in different shots to make it look like there's a lot of people there. So yeah, she's like, gotta cancel it. And everyone's like, oh crap, we just came from all over the world.
Over the throne, and we're all staying at the one hotel down the street.
There's only one hotel in this country.
Amber raises her hand. She's like, am I going to be getting an interview with him? She's like, I literally just said the press conference was canceled. No, you cannot have a one-on-one interview. She's like, I can't go empty-handed. I can't go back to Christmas corn dogs. I have something to do.
I gotta write this story, bitch. So she has this brilliant idea because Amber Moore, she's driven to get this story. She starts snooping.
She's a reporter at heart.
She's a reporter at heart. So she starts snooping around this giant castle. And guess what? She runs into the head mistress.
Well, there's just a side door open. So, I mean, it's like not any security issue, not a guard around,
Queen's
not a
just
security
walking around.
In sight.
Queen's walking around with wine. There's nothing. No security cameras, no security, nothing. So she's just moping through rooms. And finally, there's this really nasty looking woman who's like basically the head of the house, I guess, like the main.
Well, the guy finds
valet.
her. The tall, scary guy finds her, and then he takes her.
That's right. You're right.
Scary
I'm sorry.
lady.
So he finds her and he's like, what are you doing here? And then classic movie thing. They tell them who they are before the person has the right. So they're like, who are you? What are you doing here? And before Amber answers, she's like,
you must be the new American tutor for Princess Emily.
Yeah, of course.
That's exactly who I am. Same thing. Not an ID looked at, not a paperwork filed, not a passport in sight. Nothing. She's got the purse on her body, and she's just like, I'm definitely the tutor. And they're like, great, let's tell you all the secrets of the family. Come with us.
Come with us. Come meet who you're going to tutor. And I love that in movies. Just a little hint, you guys out there. If you meet someone and you're not sure who they are, don't suggest someone that they could be that takes over your life.
Yeah, just wait for them to answer. Just wait for them to answer
and then get the right answer. Don't put words in their mouth.
It's also quite a handy coincidence for this hijinks that the tutor was coming from America. I mean...
Yes, right? It's all lined up. But the tutor's name is something ridiculous. It's like Mr. Averill or
Martha.
Martha Averill. And so she's like, yeah, Martha Averill. She's like, come see who you're going to tutor. Yeah, and like Kaden said, let's see all the family secrets. So they walk by. Sure enough, the queen's arguing with somebody. And it's like, oh, what's going on? And they don't say like, hey, this is a private affair. They're like, let's stop and watch this. Hey, let's stop and watch this argument between the queen and this person.
Now that we know that you are who we say you are, come with us. It's going to get real dirty, but you'll be fine. You're the tutor. It's fine.
You're the tutor. It's fine. And we just canceled a press conference because everyone wants to know what's going on in our country, but you're the tutor. Come here. The queen is arguing with this person, and he turns around, and guess what? It's the guy who bumped her out of the way and took the taxi, Prince Richard.
And he's like, I've seen you before. And she's like, you stole my cab? You're the prince? But also in the back of her mind, she's like, cha-ching.
Right.
Be able to write this
She's
story.
not interested. Oh, I thought you meant cha-ching. Like,
oh no, story, not cha-ching. Love.
Never. Not in Amber Moore's case. No. So then he's like arguing with her that he doesn't want the throne. Blah 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 blah. She's mad that the press conference got canceled, and he's like, I don't want anything to do with it. And then you meet who Amber Moore is going to be tutoring.
The age gap of this situation also was deeply troubling to me. The queen's at least 60.
Oh, the queen's 78.
And Emily, who is in fact the little sister of Prince Richard, who's like 30, is like 10, 11, 12-ish. So, I mean, that was a massive gap.
How did that
massive gap.
She must have just slipped right out of that vagine, that royal vagine, because I don't know what happened there.
So she's on crutches. And you learn that she has spinal bifida. And Prince Richard don't give no fucks. He likes to swing her around like a little rag doll.
He picks her up, swinging her little legs. Well, the best part is she comes in like really hobbling, like it's so Christmas Story, Tiny Tim.
Very Tiny Tim.
And she's like, hello. And then he's like, you little imp. And then he grabs her and swings her around. Prince Richard's
It's supposed to be endearing because he's supposed to be like treating her like a normal child when her mother like coddles her and treats her like a porcelain doll or whatever. But the whole vibe's a little weird. And apparently also she's a terror. Like she ran away her last tutor. She put mice in her bed.
I was about to
she's
say,
just a nightmare
this
human.
little bitch. She comes in, a hobbling
Emily
in.
is her name.
Emily. And she's like, oh, who's this? You look... She starts just cutting her down. I think she says like, they just drag anyone off the streets, blah, blah, blah. She knows that Amber Moore knows she's in for a real treat. This girl is sassy. Sass.
She's like, I'm so glad I got mistaken for the tutor. This sounds like it's going to be great. She sounds like a treat.
She sounds like a real treat. So after this awkward meeting where the tutor finds out all the family drama and gets introduced to the whole family in one room without any security, this is where we learn how quirky and crazy Amber is.
She's not like other girls, you guys.
No way.
She's got a very Bella Swan vibe from the Twilight movies. Kind of like endearingly clumsy, but really smart.
Well, you know she's quirky
the only
because
one that's like really authentic.
She wears Chucks.
Converse,
yeah. That's why she's quirky. And they really make an effort for that to be her thing. They show these Converse like 20,000 times throughout the movie. Anyway, continue.
She's literally in that castle with the only bag she has on her person. She somehow has 8 different colors of Converse during this visit.
Maybe she went down to the Aldovia's mall and got a couple different Converse. She's like, hey, this is kind of my thing. Do you sell Converse?
This is my signature look. And then on the way out of this meeting where she learns all the secrets, she knocks over this giant vase because she's just so clumsy, you guys. She's just so clumsy.
She's a clumsy weirdo. And she's like, oh my gosh, was this expensive?
And she's like, oh my God. Yeah, was this expensive? And the queen's like, only 15th century Ming porcelain.
But it was obviously spray painted styrofoam. And you guys, the decor in this place, bless their hearts, they were trying to work with what they had.
But it's a step up from Santa Girl and the McMansion situation.
Yes, that's very true. But this is also a McMansion situation. So moving on, we get to the next day. She comes in. Again, no one's checking her passport, nothing. No paperwork has to be filled out, apparently. And even the mean lady, the house, I don't know what her name is. Do you remember her name?
She's like the what's it called? Executive secretary?
We'll call her Grinch Face. So Grinch Face comes up and she's like, I'm assuming that you got all the curriculum. And she's like, actually, no. And she's like, okay, well, here's some more. Like everything about this situation is just ridiculous. So she goes
I'm also super perplexed by the grade level of Emily because when they first walk in, she's literally making stick drawings of like flowers.
I know. That was the best. She's full 15. She's 15.
She's doing algebra. Like when the teacher's grading the papers.
Well,
it's full on algebra. And I'm like, what?
Back up. Okay, so the next day after no anything, Amber goes and that's when she is going to tutor her. And she walks in and Emily, being the bitch that she is, she's like, I already started with modern art. And she shows this picture that she drew of Amber Moore, the tutor. And it is a stick figure of like a demon. It's so, and like, I'm like,
like a pointy nose and like warts.
15, you could definitely, and like crowns, like it's really
crowns.
bizarre. And then she's doing algebra. Come to find out, this is where something really special happens. Because keep in mind, this girl's like a terror. She kept, like Cadence said, ruin off all her tutors before. And so Amber starts tutoring her. Literally, she's like, okay, well, let's go on to writing. And without
she skips right over that
she
algebra.
skips the algebra because she can't do it. And right after that, the girl's like, I know what you're thinking. What happened to me? And Amber's like, no, I'm trying to teach you writing. And then the girl's like, wheels over to the window. I have spinal bifida and there's no cure. And
I know. I'm such a poor little rich girl.
I'm such a poor little rich girl. And Amber's literally kind of like, bitch, I don't care. I'm just here to pretend to be a tutor and get
literally did not ask.
I didn't ask. None of this I did not ask. I didn't do anything to make you go on this journey with me, but whatever. So she's like, I think you're not just a poor little rich girl. I think you're a brave girl. And then guess what? Emily's subdued. She loves her now. Best friends.
Yeah, that's literally all that had to happen. She's run off 20 tutors, literally put live animals in their beds, but that's all she needed.
That's all she needed. She just needed to say her truth in a window, sadly, and then Amber just had to say you're brave, and that was the end.
So Amber moves over to the window to comfort her and for them to share this precious moment. And down in the courtyard, we see Prince Richard. And you guys, he's supposed to be looking like very majestic and manly with like an archery set. It's like a little kid's like.
Guys, they went to Target. They went to Target and got a plastic archery set. And he's just in his puffy jacket and he's supposed
like
to be doing
6 feet away
He's
from
6 feet away from the window.
target.
There's no...
No, from the target.
Oh, yeah.
He's standing 6 feet away from the target.
It's not like he's at an archery range because he's the Prince of
No.
Aldovia. No, he's in the freaking front of the window just shooting at a statue. And they're like, okay, well, let's go see what he's doing. They just decide to skip all
Because
lessons for
Amber's
the
now
day.
realized she can use Emily to get closer to Prince Richard so she can write her exclusive story.
right.
So she didn't come all the way to Aldovia for nothing since the press conference was canceled.
You're absolutely right. She's still got that mindset of like, I'm going to
Right.
get this story. So she's like, let's go see what the prince is doing. So she wheelchairs Amber out there, or Emily out there, who's loving it now. They're just best friends. And they talk to the prince. And then guess what? Not only is Emily a badass at shooting a bow and arrow from a wheelchair, which was a really funny scene because she was shaking so hard and it was so awkward. And then it just shows a bullseye.
She was so little, and that bow
And that
was
was
way
so
too
big,
big.
and you know, good acting, girl. And so then this is where the prince, they kind of have this like sassy back and forth where he's like, oh, look at your shoes. Who are you, Americans? And she's
But
like,
he still wants to teach her how to shoot that arrow.
Exactly.
So he gets up right behind her, rubs right up on her in order to show her how to shoot that
That's
bow and
usually
arrow.
what happens. Sassy, angry comments back and forth. And then it's like, here, let me touch you and shoot this bow and arrow. But because Amber is quirky and crazy and different, she shoots it through a window and it hits a painting.
Oh, you guys, she's just so clumsy. She broke something else.
Poor little Amber. All right, so now that Amber the tutor is Emily's ride or die bitch, they just really have that strong bond after literally one afternoon together where they did no tutoring. They just walked around and shot arrows. Emily comes to Amber and she's like, hey, I'm inviting you to this super fancy, dignitary, noble people only. Only the poshest of posh people are going to be there and I want you to come with me. And Amber's like, me, quirky old silly me, little tutor me.
I can't curtsy and I break everything.
I'm so
She says
crazy.
that.
And so she's, of course, gets invited. She's a fish out of water. Everyone's in full tuxedos. And when I say everyone, there was maybe 6 people, maybe
mean,
6
it's
or 7
Aldovia.
people. It's a little tiny little living room. And there's people.
I need to point out, though, that the first tray of appetizers that she is served at this very swanky royal party is jellied meats. Literal piles of gelatin meat
Yes.
puree
And
that jiggle.
Cadence doesn't know much about the monarchy. I do a little bit. And
I'm a pedestrian.
everybody eats jellied meats everywhere
So
you go. Every
pedestrian.
fine dining establishment, they just bring out a tray of jiggling brown jelly. It's delicious. And Amber's
it's like
"No,
Jello
thanks."
shots for royalty.
They eat that shit up. The only reason we're bringing up this swanky party is because now we're introduced to 2 new characters that come. Number 1, we meet Sir Stephen, who is Prince Richard's cousin, and he is Mr. Sassy Pants. He walks up.
He's there for one reason and one reason.
One reason only. He wants that throne, man. He walks up to Prince Richard and he's like, hey, heard you've been around the world banging models, putting your ween in everything you can, doing all the crazy stuff and just being a real dick. And he's like, guess where I just came from? Monaco. You know where Monaco is? It's in France. I was with the king of Monaco. And he's just like, okay, buddy, I don't care. Prince Richard just doesn't care.
And this guy's real into like slut shaming and sex shaming Prince Richard. Just like, I don't have sex with anybody ever. I've never touched anybody's boobs ever in the history of time. So I think maybe I'll be a better king than you because I'm a full on virgin. I'm pure of heart.
Pure of heart and pure of soul. He obviously, you're like not digging this guy, but then.
And he knows that if it's in his best interest that Richard abdicate, right? Because he's next in line, bloodline wise. Because they also, P.S., don't let girls. So the Emily can't take the throne. So it has to be a man.
Also, if I was the queen, I'd be like, don't take the throne. I'll just be queen of Aldovia. I don't care.
That's the same thought I had.
Let's do this. I don't give a
why
fuck.
are we waiting
Why
and
are we
like
waiting for this
crawling
prince?
over like hot coals to get a guy in this seat when you can
'cause
just do it yourself?
He does not want to do it. That's the whole thing. That's why everyone's so interested in this. Okay, so anyway, we meet that stupid Sir Stephen, and then we meet another even worse person, Lady Sophia, and she is a real bitch. She's just nasty.
Yeah. She just as context, she was Richard's ex from back in the day.
And you can see it.
One quick thing, after she gets back from the party, she decides to FaceTime her friends, her 2 sassy friends back in New York. And she's like, I don't know what to do. They're like, you're so close to the family. You can write the greatest expose that's ever been written about the people of Aldovia. And the quote that her friend says is,
Where there's a tiara, there's dirt. Trust me.
like, as if that's a saying.
Yeah, everyone knows that saying. That is what every sassy friend says. Oh, and we also have to bring up, because she's still in reporter mode, while she's at the party refusing the gelatin meat, which is real rude, she's
Real rude.
full on putting out her phone, taking pictures, and nobody's like,
So
bitch, what are you
tacky.
doing? Full giant phone, and she thinks she's being all sneaky. No. There's 10 people at this party. You're a fish out of water. No one knows who the hell
This
you are.
isn't a big crowd you're hiding in, no.
You're taking pictures. What the hell is going on?
No
So, yeah,
security.
I
Again,
love it.
Aldovia just does not have the budget for it.
Okay, so basically what's happening now for a good majority of the movie, we'll just kind of skip over because it's really, really good. She's basically just kind of getting...
It's too good to describe.
What's the word you said?
It's too good to describe. Oh, ingratiating.
She's kind of like ingratiating herself into their family. So she's like learning about Aldovian customs and culture, and she's spying on him
They
playing...
conveniently leave out holiday corn dogs, so I don't know how good their customs are.
She's like, do you guys have any holiday Christmas corn dogs? And she's like learning all these things like, oh, Prince Richard plays the piano and this and that. And there's a really good scene where she really has a change of heart about Prince Richard. Because at this point, she's still kind of like, he's a pompous asshole type thing. One day, there's a big gathering in downtown Aldovia. There's tens of people there. And the queen is going to get up. And she gets, again, no security. She gets up and she's like,
Are you guys ready to hear about Prince Richard?
hyping him up.
She's the crowd pumper.
She's the hyper. And everyone's like, yeah, Prince Richard, we're ready.
Hype queen.
Hype queen. And guess what? She's like,
Prince Richard is here. Go!
and it's all crickets. Where is he? Where the hell's Prince Richard? And Amber and Emily are like looking around like, where is that stinker? Guess where he is?
He's having a snowball fight with the orphans.
Mm-hmm. They wheeled Emily down.
You guys, that's where Richard's heart is.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have time to talk to you about stuffy political bullshit. His duty is to the orphans. Not giving them homes, not adopting them. But if there's snowballs to throw at these kids, he's gonna
orphans
do it.
were like 18. I was like, you need to work on Aldovia's adoption program, okay? And I'm thinking to myself,
I mean, it can't be that big of a country.
I mean, the town, there was maybe 10 people there, and you had a whole giant orphanage. But I'm thinking, couldn't you just have a snowball fight with the orphans after or before? Like, you have one job, dude. That's just rude to your family. It's rude to the people that came. It's rude to your town.
Well, it's rude to keep making your mom the MC of your events.
She's like, this is on her. Fool me once, fool me 100 times. She's in the back trying to hype this audience. They're furious. They're like, we're sick of this prince.
She's like in a corset, a full gown every time.
All the townspeople are like, is he abandoning our country? What's going on? And she's like putting out fires left and right. Meanwhile, he's throwing those snowballs with the orphans.
She should be the king, by the way. She just needs to be because she's already taking care of everything.
She's doing everything. She should really do it. She should just be like, fuck this. I'm going to be the queen. Take over. So then Amber's like, oh, he has a heart. And then you kind of see what's happening. So my favorite part is when this is where Amber gets a little risky because she takes sweet poor Emily out.
She's pulling her on a sled.
She's pulling her on a sled. Okay. And then she's like, hey, do you want to go down on this toboggan? And the girl's like, yeah, I will. But Amber, come on, girl. She has spinal bifida. She can't use her legs. Pushes her down this toboggan.
Like, I am kind of worried that I'm going to break my body even more. She says that. And
Emily's like, oh.
Do you want to be a real girl or not?
Amber's just so aggressive. Do you want to be quirky and cool? Do you want to be a real brave girl? You're going to go down this toboggan. Pushes her down the toboggan, you guys. Emily falls, crashes, rolls 20 times. And she's like, And Amber's like, oh, shit. Oh, my God. I almost killed the princess.
Too brave.
Because Emily literally is like, all mangled at the bottom. But Amber doesn't.
Down in the snow.
Face down in the snow. But guess what? Amber doesn't still go over to confront her. She starts throwing snowballs at the prince. She's like, you know what? I'm just going to let Emily's face down in the snow, broken body. I'm going to start flirting with the prince.
Emily's like, like you hear her sort of moaning, and then she's like, she finally sits up, and Amber's face is like she's about to run. She's about to flee the scene. And then finally Emily sits up and she's like, can we go again?
But for a minute there, I was like, what are they doing with this? She's literally moaning face down. It's really funny. And so Amber's like, thank God
hilarious.
I didn't kill
him.
And I
also was cracking up because she's like, let's go on an adventure, when she takes her sledding. And I'm like, how do you know the countryside of Aldovia all of a sudden? They're like in the woods on the mountainside. How did she know how to get there? Like how long it would be? She's everything.
Quirky and resourceful, and she has those Converse on. She knows how to do everything, okay?
If there's a snowball fight to be had, like Colin said, the prince is going to have it. So
Loves those snowballs.
He sees them on the toboggan. He sees Emily face down in the snow. He's like, this looks like a party I can really get behind.
He sees Amber fleeing the scene of like debating if she should run for her life and his dead sister. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to go join them. And so they just have a little snowball fight. It's so fun.
And the only side note that's important here is that Stephen, the cousin Stephen who wants the crown, and Lady Sophia are riding in like a royal carriage or something, like a full sled.
Then they took the royal sled
like
out.
The Queen of Narnia.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's full Queen of Narnia sled. And Sophia's just being a bitch. He's like, this is kind of pretty, huh? And she's like, yeah, if you consider frostbite pretty. And she's just being nasty.
She's not having any of it. But in the middle of it, they see the snowball fight happening. And Stephen's like, oh, well, Richard looks pretty smitten. And I'm like, is that how people show their love? They're pelting each other with snowballs.
I know,
It does not look romantic to me in any way, shape, or form. But then they decide they must be in love. They must be doing it.
And Sophia's kind of like, ugh. Over the next little bit, Amber's just growing closer and closer to Prince Richard. There's a full-on Beauty and the Beast scene where I was dying. I did not think this was going to be real, but basically you have to keep in mind that Amber is still trying to get that story. So every chance she gets, she's trying to film Richard, find out where he's going.
Take pictures.
Pictures.
Real quick, I have to mention this because it gives a brief window into her internal monologue before she does this. She's in her room alone at her computer. And she's like typing and she's like,
Why did the queen bring Lady Sophia here now? To help persuade the prince to take the crown? Sophia obviously thinks it's something more. What about Richard? I still can't get a read.
It's
like
weirdest
a Carrie Fisher thing where it's on the screen.
internal monologue. And I'm like, you're not even writing a story. You've been writing the same 3 sentences since you got here.
Is it the snow that's cold or Richard's heart? Because that's what Carrie would do. So bad.
Anyway, so she decides in order to find him and to get to dig deeper, she needs to follow him on horseback, obviously, even though she's never ridden a horse.
Never ridden a horse, follows him on horseback, somehow gets into the stable and gets a horse and saddles it up, no questions.
No security, nothing. Nobody's watching those horses.
She's following him, and guess what, guys? The horse gets spooked, knocks her off. She's in the woods alone, and then we hear, that's right, a pack of wolves. That's correct. There are a ton of wolves in Aldovia. She did not do her research. Those Aldovian wolves. Those Aldovian wolves are dangerous. Full surrounding her, ready to eat her.
Full Beauty and the Beast bad situation, 100%.
Cape everything. Guess who comes and saves her? Obviously, Prince Richard.
Prince
Richard got a little Reba. He shoots a gun because he has one, which is why you have a gun, Prince Richard. Where'd you go with the gun?
You're riding around the countryside with your gun.
I got a little more questions now because you left not in hunting gear and you got a gun. So he saves her, and then it's just obviously becoming this romantic situation.
Yeah, there's like a cabin. There's a fireside.
He takes her to a secret cabin. Yeah, and they talk. And this is where
there's a poem involved.
Yeah, this is where he's like, oh, my dad died a year ago, and this is his poetry book, I guess. And he wrote this secret poem about an acorn Christmas ornament for my mom. It doesn't make any sense. Let's just breeze over that, but it comes into play a little bit later. But this is where Amber gets real sneaky and gross because he's trusting her in this cabin, and then he has to go because the horses are spooked by those Aldovian wolves. So he has to go shoot the wolves.
I gotta go shoot some wolves.
And she takes all this secret paperwork from the cabin, and then...
Well, because Colin, she's just so clumsy that she drops books on the floor, and then when she goes to pick them up, she just happens to find a secret button that opens a secret compartment on the king's old desk in his hunting lodge.
Oh, I forgot. She's clumsy and quirky. It wasn't her fault. It wasn't her fault. It was her clumsiness fault.
And then in that secret compartment is every single important piece of paper the royal family has.
Duh. Of course. Including adoption papers. Turns out Prince Richard is adopted, you guys. Full adoption paper. The paper's in the secret drawer. It's all top secret. It's all labeled. Do not open.
Big old
family
stamp.
secrets. So she takes it back to her room. Of course, she calls her a sassy gay friend and her other friend. And they're just like...
And her sassy gay friend says...
You've got a legit Aldovian birther scandal on your hands.
Oh, God. Oh,
dude,
so
nobody
awful.
says that.
Nobody says that.
Nobody says that.
And again, they're just at her every whim, just both. And my favorite thing is they're talking to her
She doesn't
over
ask a
Skype.
damn thing about them.
No, how are you guys? What are you guys doing? They're just talking to her.
Nothing.
My favorite thing, though, is she's on Skype in Aldovia. They're in the office. She's on full loudspeaker. There's people behind her. I'm like, you guys, use a little bit of discretion.
Friend of that bitch that's behind us.
She's like, he's
She's still eating her candy bars every day at 12 o'clock like a cow with her mouth wide open.
I'm thinking if you're in a competitive editing agency, someone's going to be over listening and get that story, girl. You're talking real loud on Skype to the whole office about this birthday
Is
scandal.
Max still sitting behind her giant glass desk like the asshole she is?
Max is just hustling in her concrete office, just trying to figure it out. They're kind of convincing her, like, this is the story of your career. This is going to launch it. And that's when she's like, this is people's lives. And I just don't know.
I can't do this.
I don't know if I can do
I can't
this.
ruin his life and let him know he's adopted.
Because I kind of care about him, but I don't. I'm here for the work. We've got some drama on our hands. Amber needs to figure out what she's going to do. Is she going to report this scandal and ruin this whole country's life? Or is she going to
create her career or...
Yeah, big dilemma. This is my favorite thing in movies that always happens. We have little sneaky bitch Sophia still trying to get with Prince Richard because she's trying to get her claws in him because she wants to be part of this thronal action. And she's trying all these attempts to get with him. So sure enough...
And he's like, hey, remember how you sold our pictures to the paparazzi, you bitch?
Yeah.
And she's like, but that's nothing. Like, I can be your queen.
I can be your queen. And so he's like mad at her. He doesn't like her. And she's like, let me show you I can be your queen. And she grabs him and kisses him. And of course, who sees it? Sneaky little Amber running around the halls trying to record everything.
Happens to be walking right by. I'm surprised she didn't run into a vase in between.
I know.
Crash in the background.
Everyone leaves the royal doors open when they're doing their shit. And of course, Prince Richard, of course, he can't pull away. And of course, he can't say stop or no. He has to kiss her. Duh. Because she said, let me show you.
And he's like, I want to see where this goes. Let's see how this pans out.
There's no like stopping, nothing. So they kiss for a while. Amber sees. Then after she leaves, it's like, stop.
Then he's like,
I can't do this.
I'm
Stop
not
kissing
interested.
me. So we see that, Sophia's got her claws out and Amber now thinks that Prince Richard is with Sophia. She runs away to her room. She's sad because she kind of thought they had a thing. And then Prince Richard comes to her door, asks her to go on a walk. And she's like, you know what? I thought you were with Sophia. He's like, no, hate that bitch. Come with me. So they go on a walk. It's romantic.
And she's like, at first, she's a little salty. She's like, oh, do you go on walks with all the help in the moonlight? And he's like, I'm sorry, what? She's like, nothing, never mind. She's being super passive aggressive.
Actually, I do on their quarterly review called the staff review. We go on a moonlight
we're talking about your performance. So.
He's like, yeah, this isn't a date. I'm trying to tell you about your performance. You haven't taught Emily a single fucking thing.
One algebra lesson. She is still in there drawing stick figures.
She gave me a stick figure the other day. She's 15.
I don't even think she knows basic anatomy.
You also almost killed her. Remember that? Yeah. This is not a date. No, it is. They go on a walk. It's romantic. And then he's like, I'm inviting you to this ball where I have to decide if I'm going to be king.
Because of course there's a Christmas ball in Aldovia. And of course it's the exact day that his father died. So he needs to take the throne because it's been the year of the thronal interim, you guys. It's over on Christmas Day at the ball.
It's all going to come together and it's all going to be great. Psych. Sophia sees them on a walk. She's bitter and salty as it can be. And she's like, I got to figure out who this tutor is. She's the only one.
She's the
only person in Aldovia.
Anybody else had this idea.
She's the only person in Aldovia who's like, I got to find out about this tutor that came and took over this life. So she goes into Amber's room. Again,
dumps out her purse,
gets her passport, learns all the lies about Amber. And also the top secret documents that Amber just has laid out on the bed.
They're like fanned out.
They're fanned out. Like all the information you need is you can just get a glance and get an overall.
It's like, come on, nobody locks doors in this castle. Like you cannot leave stuff out.
No security, nothing. Now we're like, oh shit, Sophia's gonna what's gonna happen? We're at the edge of our seat. Now, the night of the ball.
So right before the ball starts, Emily comes to Amber's room and she's like, I have this gift I want to give you. And I think it's supposed to be like a very tender moment.
It's the ugliest.
It's like a Kay's jeweler. Every gift begins with Kay.
No, it's pure Pandora.
Like a little
Pandora charm bracelet.
Yes,
and it's
Pandora charm
so
bracelet with a little
ugly,
snowflake.
you guys. It's pure.
And she's like, remember from our snowball fight? And she's like, yesterday? Yeah, I remember, Emily.
I almost killed you. I for sure remember your face on in the snow
I had
moaning.
a mini heart attack. Yeah.
And the best thing is it's like chunky. It's huge. It's like so huge,
fat.
Chunky silver with a giant snowflake. And even Amber's like, I'm quirky, but not this fucking quirky. This is sick. Thank you, Emily.
She pretends
Thank you. Sweetheart.
Enough. She likes it enough that Emily still decides to send in the makeover squad. She's like, so I can still get a makeover, right, Emily? If I wear this bracelet, you'll still let me get a makeover?
Can I get a makeover?
So she gets a gown, she gets hair, she gets makeup, everything. The whole works.
It's full Drew Barrymore ever after situation because she gets decked out and now we're going to go the night of the ball. All right, so night of the ball, tens of people are there, and everyone's dressed up. And of course, she comes out at the top of the stairs, pure Drew Barrymore ever after, which I love that movie. She's just decked out in this dress. No one's seen her so dressed up because usually she's so quirky, but she kept on her Converse, guys. She's walking down those stairs
and
in
she's
the
like lifts up her
Converse.
ball gown. She's like, look at these guys.
Look at these little fancy guys. So then the prince is dancing with her and everybody's happy. It's a royal finish to this. Nope, psych, it's not. That bitch Sophia comes and ruins everything.
Because right at the moment, you guys, there's like the throne, like really the literal visual throne. There's a spotlight on the literal visual throne. And Prince Richard is supposed to step into that spotlight and sit on the literal visual throne. And right as he's about to do that, Sophia has folded up the top secret paperwork, stuffed it in her bra, and is now taking it out, frantically unfolding it, so she can be like, wait.
She was waiting for her moment. She was waiting for just the right moment. She had it, but then it got stuck on her bra strap, and she's like, shit, okay, right moment.
Wait, guys, promise. Just 1 second.
So she's like, guess what? This little bitch, Amber, is not who she says she is. She's a reporter from New York. Also, you're adopted, Prince Richard. And everyone's like, and then he's like, Mom, is this true? And she's like,
And she's
yeah,
like, yep. I'm like, not a one person thinks like, hey, do you guys want to go have this discussion?
You know what? This is a royal discussion. The PR team would be like, hey, let's talk. Nope, just full in front of Aldovia. Everybody.
I mean, nobody locks any doors anyway, so everyone probably would have heard
Where's
it
your
regardless.
PR team? Where's all of it? Nowhere to be found. So, yeah, this is all out in the open. And so, obviously, Prince Richard is pissed. He's mad because Amber's not who she says she is. This is an imposter in my house, but it's really on them, you guys. It's really on them.
It's 100% on
he's
them.
all, you know what? I'm going to take this one. No one asked her a damn question. No paperwork, nothing.
This was our bad. This
This is our bad. But I'm really mad at my mom because she didn't tell me I was adopted. And so he's running off, and Amber's like, oh, I got to go. I'm so sad. And it's a big, like, hoo-ha, everyone breaks up. What's going to happen? Well, I'll tell you what happens. Remember that poem?
The secret poem?
The secret poem that the
From
king
the
left?
hunting cabin?
Yeah, remember that? Remember how I talked about an eggcorn that somehow mysteriously makes its way into this movie?
Calling it an egg corn?
Eggcorn? Oh, eggcorn. Eggcorn.
Acorn.
I know it's an acorn, but I do say eggcorn.
I was like,
I don't think it's
what
like
are you
EGG
saying?
corn, but I kind of do say it like
Egger.
eggcorn. Amber, before she's about to go back to New York because she's ruined, she's like, wait, that poem that I didn't pay attention to at all nor read, I think it has something to do with that eggcorn. That eggcorn on the Christmas tree up in this random room that no one goes to.
Because you guys, the king used to hand make all of his Christmas tree decorations by hand. And they're like the saddest like little kid wood burning kit like Christmas ornaments.
Okay, that eggcorn was really difficult to make. It was really hard. It's giant. It's the biggest eggcorn you'll ever see.
So big.
And
I mean, it's
so
literal.
ugly.
She gets off the tree. It's like twice the size of a softball. Like it's massive.
It's
and
big.
she's trying to get the top off of it because she decides it must be a secret compartment. And so she gets it off the tree. She pops off the top. The executive secretary, Grinch face, is like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?
You can't
Again,
touch
doesn't
the
stop
king's
her.
old
Just-
wood-burning kit ornaments. What are you doing?" And she's like, "Listen, I saw this poem that it makes zero sense.
Just trust me on this
just
one."
trust us. It doesn't make any sense, but this is how the movie goes. So yeah, she takes that giant eggcorn now, pops off the top. Guess what's in it? A royal decree from the king.
Guys, the king of Aldovia wrote a royal decree with his insignia, folded it up, put it in a wooden acorn that he made.
And then he didn't give anyone any hints about anything. He literally wrote a poem in a book
And kept it
it secret. And secret papers in a secret compartment in his desk. Didn't bother to tell anybody on his deathbed, hey, there's a little thing. And I'm thinking to myself, you don't have to
dying.
write a royal decree to have your son be the king. He was already in line. Like, what is this royal decree?
Because he's not the bloodline. He's not the real bloodline.
Maybe this is a backup in case anybody found that secret compartment
Yeah,
in his
real
desk.
good idea to have your backup folded up and find an acorn. That's where I keep
You
all
really-
my most important documents.
You really want your son to be king. You really want to make sure he's king. So let's make it the most complicated thing you can fucking think of. How about just write a decree and leave it on your desk and be like, hey, when I die, this decree says that our son, no matter what, if he happens to be adopted, not saying that he is, but if he happens to be, this decree says he can be king because I really want my son Richard to be king. It's so stupid. It's so ridiculous. Why?
Because it's like,
Poor
have
king.
you not heard of an envelope? Like, what?
The king, he just wanted to make his own entertainment. Aldovia, there's not much going on. He has to entertain himself. Poor guy.
Oh my
He's like, I'm
God,
gonna make
the
a
king.
secret. But like, there's no.
It makes so much more sense about the success of Aldovia as a country, though, that this guy was in charge. No wonder they have an orphanage that's disproportionate to the population. It is so fucked up.
He has no idea how to run a country. It makes zero sense. It makes no
He's
sense
like,
at all.
give all the citizens my homemade ornaments. They'll be rich.
And like the queen, like knows he's adopted. Couldn't she make a decree like, hey, just in case this ever comes out?
I don't think you've got it clear. The women have zero rights.
Zero. She's just the
They're
hype
there to
man.
hype the men. An MC.
She was behind him on the throne, like, and then stupid Sophia rips out her bra paper. Actually, calm down, queen. Quit the hype. This is gonna ruin your night. Queen's like, shit, I gotta put out more fires.
Bullhorn. Let's hear it for the new king of Aldovia.
And then Sophia ruins it. The prince walks off, and then all the confetti and balloons come down, and she's so sad. She's like, I've been planning this for months. And it's just sad balloons and confetti and her blowhorn and a big sign that rolls down that says new king. And she's like, oh man.
Congratulations, new king.
Again, she's putting out fires. Now she has to tell the whole damn country. She really got the shit end of the stick in this movie.
She had to have a baby when she was 65. It just keeps
that some
getting
random
worse.
tutor almost killed, and her son is a playboy. Doesn't make any sense. It's really, really sad. But I will say,
picturing her back there.
just hyping so
Let's
bad.
hear it.
Finally, she's like, finally, I get to do this, and he finally shows up. Nope, plans ruined yet again.
Nope.
But we do kind of learn something. There is something to take away from this. We do kind of learn that the Sir Stephen, the kind of sassy one that came, he actually is not that bad because he's kind of like, Sophia, that wasn't cool. And he kind of has this, I guess, little mini change of heart, and he's kind of not that bad of a person. So it's worth saying.
Well, it doesn't last that long because then he marries Sophia and tries to steal the throne.
Oh, you know, actually, it's change of heart. I forgot about that little detail. Okay, you haven't seen the sequels. You're giving too much away. Stop. Okay, but yes, it lasts for just a quick second because then he does marry Sophia and they plot to steal the throne. Regardless, Amber goes back to New York. There's no repercussions for any of the shit she did to Aldovia. No one arrests her.
Bye.
She literally ruined the throne. So she goes back to New York with her dad.
No, she hasn't come back yet because she finds the acorn. We went way off track when she found the acorn.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But she has to go show that to the people, but they haven't. So like the night ends.
Yes,
the
you're
ball
right.
ends.
You're right.
The crowd disperses. The next day, Stephen's there with Sophia. They've been officially married, and he's like, "All right, now I can take the throne. I'm married. I'm ready to go. I'm next in line." And that's when she bursts in the room, into the chamber where they're anointing the new king. Again, no security. Not a person in the building.
Someone's like, get
Barges
this bitch
in.
out of her. She has caused way too much trouble. Someone arrest her.
She grabs the paper. She's like, look what I found out folded in the acorn. And the queen's like, yeah, that sounds like
something.
like something you would do.
Sounds like something my husband would do, that stinker. She's probably like, what the hell is going on? Who was my husband?
And so it solves the problem. She brings it down to the quorum. The guy who's anointing the king is like, this is official. The king's paperwork's on it.
He's
put
got a
it in
stamp
this
of
acorn
approval.
that's definitely right up his alley. Totally looks official. And so the new guy, or the Prince Richard, takes it, because the decree is like, listen, my son should be the king. He's a good guy. Doesn't matter if he's not officially the bloodline, whatever.
Which nobody knew and would have known.
Which nobody knew anyway. Like, it's so dumb. Anyway, so at that point, Stephen is like, oh, I'm gonna take this to the top. Like, I'm going to find a whole team of lawyers and I'm going to fight this. And me and Sophia are going to come back. And she's like, if you're going to hire some lawyers, you might want to hire a divorce lawyer. And she walks out. She's already, within 12 hours, married and done. Because she didn't get the crown.
You didn't get the crown?
She's not a hype girl. She couldn't take the pressure of the job.
She could not be queen. She could not do the hype job. But also, it's like, they're the only smart people. I'm sorry. They're the only ones that seek legal advice. They're the only ones doing any investigating. They're awful people, but they're the only ones doing...
Did they find a decree in an acorn, or...?
Absolutely not. You're right.
Then it don't matter.
Hey, Steven, try to get your fancy lawyers to do what I did. Hire a detective to do what I did. I found a decree in an acorn that no one knew about. So fucking stupid.
Try to find a secret button that opens the secret drawer on the king's desk.
Yeah, you do that.
Try that.
So Prince Charles is like,
now,
great, I'm happy. I feel, I don't know, vindicated.
Richard, if you call him Charles one more time.
I don't know what is my problem.
I am gonna
Prince Richard is like, okay, well, I guess this is my change of heart. I'm going to be prince now. And decides to take over Aldovia. And he's still kind of pissed about Amber. And that's when she goes back to New York because he's kind of over it. He's like, you came here and ruffled some feathers, girl. I was happy just archery.
To say the least.
She goes back to New York. Of course, she consoles her sassy gay friend and her other friend and her dad. And it's just this whole thing. And she's sad. And what do I do? And then they're trying to convince her kind of to release the story. But she's like, no, I'm not going to. It's too much.
Well, no, her magazine won't do it. They're like, it's a puff piece. You had the chance to break the legit Aldovian birther scandal. You didn't do it. And now it's all about the sassy or sweet, kind, like lovey part of the story, which we're not interested in. So bye.
That's true.
And she doesn't want to go back to being an editor. So she decides she's going to branch out on her own by opening up a blog about her experience.
Max is a hard ass. She does not have any time for puff piece. You're totally true. She in kind of what I said though, she doesn't release the story. She was going to do like a really nice, like Prince Richard's so nice and everything's great. So yes, she has to start this blog, and because the whole world's interested in Aldovia monarchy politics.
Obviously, it's Aldovia mania.
She's like, I'm going to do this blog, and basically that's her life now. She's accepted it. But guess what? The night of Christmas? I don't know. Sometime after.
It's Christmas Eve.
New
Year's Eve, I'm sorry.
Yeah, New Year's Eve. Because it's like the Christmas party was in
Because
Aldovia.
they're back at Pop's restaurant having the best burgers in town at the coffee shop.
At the Mexican food / steakhouse burger house. So she's there helping the dad. They're living their life. She's in doubt. But then...
she's having dinner with her friends. Because there's something important that happens. Her friends are like, these are the best burgers ever. And then they're like, your blog has 20,000 hits. You're so popular. And then they're like, we're going to go out for New Year's Eve. And then all of a sudden someone throws a snowball at the door and they're like, oh, that's our date. And so they go outside and she's like, who's the third guy? Because I'm not going with you. And they're like, really? You're not going with us? And she's like, absolutely not. And so they're like, fine.
Ruined a country. I just ruined a country, guys, like 4 days ago.
I have other things to think about. But my favorite part is the girlfriend, as she's leaving to go outside, she ad-libs this line, oh my God, I just can't wait to hit up this new club.
Because they're the fun, sassy friends.
So she's helping her dad clean up the restaurant or whatever. And then another snowball thunks at the window. And I'm like, why are people only communicating through snowballs in the window of this place? It's bizarre.
The dad's like chasing them off of the room. Get out of here.
And it's who?
Prince Richard. He came.
Yep.
He flew. He had a whole change of heart. I don't know. There's still a lot of questions because he still doesn't know anything about this woman because she was pretending to be somebody else, but he apparently had a change of heart. And now he loves her and he asked her to marry him in the street, snow out, New Year's Eve. Also, her friends like, just took off. Her friends just dished her.
Yeah. They're like, oh, if you don't want to party with us, fine, bye. Yeah. And then he's like, well, you need to marry me because you're the only person I can be myself around. Like, it's one of those stories where she brings out the authenticity in everybody for some reason. Mm-hmm. She's got like that magical quality. It's the converse or whatever. She's like, but my whole life is here. And he's like, well, you can come back whenever you want. Like, we can do it long distance. It's fine. We can move this restaurant to Aldovia. We only have like one restaurant on the corner. It's fine. Like, we can move it here. It's not a big deal.
Bitch, I'm asking you to be queen, okay? You can figure out a dad situation with his coffee steak.
She's Mexican like, I have been watching your mom, and I don't know if I necessarily want to do this job.
I know. I'd still be like, oh, I got a few things. Like, if I say you're coming out to give a speech, come out to give a speech.
Like, let's let's have some
Can't do
ground
this.
rules.
Let's have some ground rules. So that's the end of the movie. They get married.
that's
and
it.
That's it. It's
Well,
so
they don't
cute.
get married because that's the next
Oh,
movie.
well, yeah.
But they get engaged.
Yeah, this is the first part of a 3-part series, guys. So buckle in because it gets better and better and better. And
As if it couldn't get better.
Okay, that's it. We want to keep this short and sweet, but we're just going to bring out some visual clues here. This movie is again like a B movie, and so like the snow isn't real; it's all CGI. And it's my favorite part of the movie though is Aldovia and the castle. It just is it's just the worst.
Oh, and the wealth. Like
They just keep
like
talking
what
about
they think is
opulence and
wealthy.
wealth, but they're just big wooden rooms, and then in the corner there's just a cello, and then in the other corner there's just like a statue of a woman. But it's just so funny the way they chose to like represent the wealth and
Or
like
a Target archery set in the courtyard.
and even like the press conference hallway, it's like it's like the lobby of a Hilton hotel. It's like so
Right.
funny. Just and the whole time it's like opulence and wealth and all this money that they
Jellied
get.
meats.
Jellied meats, and it's just not, you guys. It was all filmed, and we actually looked it up. It is a hotel
Bless their heart.
that they use the
They
exterior
tried.
for. They
But that's the
tried.
beauty of B movies. They work with what they got and they give it their all.
Yeah, those writers, they just were really ambitious with this story.
Gotta hand it to them.
It's so ridiculous. Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for part 2, which is coming out very shortly.
Bye.
Bye.
Girl, he's
Everyone's
everybody's type.